Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtombela, and on this channel sikhuluma ama-reality TV shows, ama-celebrities, nama-YouTubers. Not so long ago, you guys, I made this post on my community post after the story Sika, Puff Daddy, and his house is getting invaded and all of that. And I had said that, you know what, there's a saying, every dog has its day. But the thing about that saying is that it looks like it applies only in the US, because in South Africa, we have many of these dogs, but they will never see their day. And because there are people, especially in the entertainment space, powerful people, successful people, where certain things now and then come out about them. Maybe the first time that something is said about you doing something, we can be like, now we're going after a black man again, because a black man can't be successful. That's what they were saying about Mom Kids when they're talking about her being a convicted fraudster. We just had to bring it. Where every time a black woman is successful, this happens. So maybe when one thing comes out, we can say, now they're trying to go after a black man because now a black man is successful. But we are all intelligent enough to know that after a few of the stories come out, you start to look at it like, definitely, where there's smoke, there's fire. But sometimes it gets to a point where it's not even smoke anymore. Like the house is burning down. Like we cannot ignore it. The house is burning down. We can see the flames. We can see the fire burning down. We can see the flames. It's no longer us seeing the smoke and saying where there's smoke, there's fire. We can see the fire. In South Africa, it can get to a point where we can see the fire. We can see the houses burning down. But then we just look the other way, because yes, the story Tira is coming out, you guys, and it's not the first story that has come out talking about possibly, a woman being dead, okay, DRGGED, and waking up not knowing what happened. Is not the same story that is coming out in relation to Tira, okay. But we always manage to ignore the story, or even if it's spoken about, not enough. The platforms that really could speak about these stories and they could make a difference, they ignore these stories, and then it dies down. It does not matter how much receipts are there to show. So this is something that really happened, and this is something that is continuously happening around this person. It does not matter if the receipts are there. At some point, everything would look like it's deleted off of the internet, because people will just stop talking about it. That's why I said that thing of every dog has its day applies only in the USA, because in South Africa, a dog can come out and say, I am a dog, woof, woof. Is it woof, woof when it's a dog? And they will still be like, oh, okay, what a handsome dog. They will just say that, what a handsome dog. So you guys, listen, yesterday, someone had shared a story of an artist that I didn't even know, Ntombela, who worked with DJ Tira. The screenshots that I had seen, which I will share behind me, were screenshots of their conversations. And one thing that stood out for me was when she's talking about how she is demanding an explanation from DJ Tira, because there is a night where she had ended up spending a night with him, but she does not know how that ended up being like that. She woke up and not knowing what had happened overnight, and she's been trying for some time to get an explanation from him. Listen, we were not together. We were missing a tandani. I didn't like you like that. How did I end up, in your bed? What happened that night? Give me an explanation. And apparently Tira had not done that, and she decided to come out and share the story in public. If you ask me if I believe that happened, absolutely yes, I do believe that it happened, because it's not the first story that we are hearing about that is like talking about the same thing. Okay, I believe it. All right, I wasn't there, but from what she's saying, I believe that it happened. Okay. And also, when you look at the messages, you don't hear a lot of Tira saying, "This did not happen, stop it. You did not woke up in my bed. That did not happen. You are lying." You don't hear Tira saying that. Also, in the messages, you don't hear Tira saying, "Yes, you woke up in my bed, but it's because we were together. Why are you pretending as if we were not together? We were together. This is what we did. Now, why are you acting like?" He's not doing that. He's not denying it. He's not clarifying it to say, "Yeah, you were in my bed because this is what happened." And that is what is anybody that says that reads that and feel like Tira didn't do nothing. I'm like, an innocent man will tell you that they are innocent, and also an innocent man is not going to offer you money to take down the posts that are not true about them. So absolutely, I do believe what something happened. I think that when I was going through her Facebook, especially look Ntombela, and I was just reading, because it's a lot, you guys. I just went to the bottom to where I feel like the story started. I think what confuses the situation is the fact that at the beginning of her almost like starting to expose DJ Tira, it feels like she's exposing DJ Tira for the music dealings that didn't go so well, because they were doing music together, but the song that was supposed to be registered but not registered, DJ Tira said it wasn't registered, but she found out it's registered and what. And you feel like, okay, it's a money situation, it's a business situation, and you move along as she is revealing more and more, and you like, oh, okay, hold on. But at the beginning, it just feels like it's about the music. It's about the music. It's a working relationship that went sour. Okay. And then as you are reading, then you start feeling like, okay, there's something else that she's talking about over and above the music or business relationship not going well. There's something else that she is talking about. And then it gets to a point where now she specifically asks him what happened, that now she just wants an explanation because she doesn't understand how she ended up in his bed and not having a memory of what had happened the night before. Okay. I think, you guys, excuse me, I think that the fact that at the beginning of her exposing DJ Tira, because it's about music, it makes her story look like, because she wasn't getting the answers with regards to what happened with the business relationship, then she was like, okay, let me expose this, and maybe which makes other people doubt that this is the story is real. And I don't know, you guys. I wish that she had separated the issue. Of course, they're not really separated, because the reason she even ended up being around DJ Tira is because they were doing music together. That's what brought them together. It wasn't a situation where she liked Tira, she was dating with Tira, she wasn't a family member of Tira, she wasn't that. They were doing music together. Even Tira having access to her was because of the music. So I guess maybe you can't really separate the two, but the way that she revealed it, it's difficult when you are going through the story to get to a point where you understand what it's about. And the unfortunate thing is that you even get you feel like, I wonder what's more important, the business deal that went wrong, getting answers on the business deal that went wrong, or getting answers on this situation right here that went wrong. And that is unfortunate that now we feel like that. We feel like, what is more important here? Exposing him for being such a bad businessman who possibly robbed you, or him possibly having put something, maybe, I don't know, in your drink, because that's the only thing you can think of. If somebody says, I don't know, I wasn't that drunk for me to go to bed with somebody and not know that that happened, and even don't not remember what happened, you guys. Listen, if this was my child and she was telling me the story, I will come to a conclusion that my child was, drugged, and the R happened. That's what I would think. And if my child or a friend of mine, a relative, anybody in my life came and said, listen, I just woke up this morning in this person's bed, but I don't know what happened. We're going to the hospital. We're going straight to the hospital. we're going straight to the hospital. We are calling the police on our way to the hospital because I will be assuming this is what happened, you guys. Listen, I hope that, a dog will have its day. Okay, I hope that a dog will have its day, because I feel like if we've had a few stories come out, there's definitely more that haven't come out. And if there's money here that is being offered, there's definitely more women that have been offered money and have taken money for their silence. And in South Africa, we have too many things going on. We have load shedding. We have, I don't know, too many problems. Sometimes that things like this are not taken as seriously, especially when a person hasn't reported it. Even when it's reported, you guys, So I just feel like in South Africa, sometimes like things like that are not prioritized at all. Because if someone is posting something like this, someone at a place of authority must be saying, no, hold on, okay, what's going on here? Can we investigate this? But nobody is going to do it in South Africa. So it's like our dogs will never have, their day, in South Africa. They will never, but we know them and we see them. And the women that come out to speak about the dogs, we hear you. We hear you. But there isn't much that we can do. But women, like girls, like if you wake up somewhere and you don't know how you got there and you don't remember what happened, like just go see a doctor or go to the hospital or something. And there's a man right next to you and he is touching you like you just did something, go get that checked. But like I said, you guys, we see the dogs. We see them. Sometimes we even listen to their music. Sometimes we even dance to their music. It's unfortunate. That's how South Africans are. We see the dog. We just like the dog. The dog is so good looking. The dog makes, nice music. So our dogs don't have their day. They don't get it, okay? And I feel bad for her because I really feel like in a few weeks the story will just disappear like every other story that we've had before, and maybe she will even end up taking that money that he's offering. But the thing about it is that the scars that come with a situation like that won't disappear. It doesn't matter how much money you are giving, but the scars don't disappear with you taking the money. So it's unfortunate, you guys, that people that are talented it's like the talent will come with, the evilish. Anyway, you guys, all that she is claiming is alleged at this point. But, when somebody comes to you and say, listen, this person did this, as the person that is receiving the news, you have a right to say, yeah, you know what, I believe what you're saying is true. Based on what you're telling me, I believe it. That is me at this point. I feel like I believe it. But anyway, you guys, tell me what you think about this story in the comments section. Like the video before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.
Igama lami nguNtombela. Ngithi namhlanje ngiyanqena ukutype. So ngizothulela nje le video kuyonke indawo. Uyazi Mdingani sengishilo ukuthi ngicela axolise unumber 1, unumber 2, ngicela ngichazele khona into engicela ngichazele ngayo unumber 2, unumber 3 then siyaxoxa ukuthi ke sesiyabona ukuthi ke lezi silungisa izinto silungisa kanjani sesiyaxoxa. So into engifisa ukuyisho njengamanje ukubonga kubo bonke abangisupportayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu and nokusho ukuthi angisabi. I am protected. Mina ngiyamthemba uNkulunkulu. Ngiyamthemba futhi ongithumile noqale nami lonke lolu hambo angisabi lutho. Ngisho kungathiwa khona okwenzakalayo kumina njengamanje kuzokwaziwa vele kwenzakaleni. Yabo, so angisabi guys, relaxani, but thank you so much for your support. Namazwi enu wonke nje madlusile. So ngizophinda ngisende enye ivideo later nyana namhlanje It's either izobe isho ukuthi useqolisile saxolelana saxoxa ngoba nami umuntu uNkulunkulu uthi asibathethe. Sanibonani, igama lami nguNtombela. No ngithi namhlanje ngiyanqena ukutype. So ngizothumela nje le video kuyonke indawo. Uyazi Mdingani sengishilo ukuthi ngicela axolise unumber 1, unumber 2, ngicela ngichazele khona into engicela ngichazele ngayo unumber 2, unumber 3 then siyaxoxa ukuthi ke sesiyabona ukuthi ke lezi silungisa izinto silungisa kanjani sesiyaxoxa. So into engifisa ukuyisho njengamanje ukubonga kubo bonke abangisupportayo. Ngiyabonga kakhulu and nokusho ukuthi angisabi. I am protected. Mina ngiyamthemba uNkulunkulu. Ngiyamthemba futhi ongithumile noqale nami lonke lolu hambo angisabi lutho. Ngisho kungathiwa khona okwenzakalayo kumina njengamanje kuzokwaziwa vele kwenzakaleni. But clearly it's far from being over because I won't get the sincere apology that I was looking for. Yes, he did apologize, but bekudlula nje. And then ngicele ukuthi angichazele namanje akafuna ukuchazela. Namanje akafuna ukuchazela Tira lento engicela ukuthi angichazele. Namanje akafuna ukuchazela. Tira ngicela ngichazele. That's all I need from you. Ngichazele. Okay, I thought le izolungiseka, but clearly it's far from